Hi, I'm Andy, we're back with Duelyst 2, and we're gonna do another weekly challenge, so let's see how it goes. Alright, I see Linar, I see Abyssian, we are the Abyssian, and the opponent has some Mechazor pieces out. Also a Grandmaster Zur, so if we destroy the enemy general, the Zur becomes a general. Well, the Zur at the very least is well protected. There's also two Ironcliffe Guardians, there's also a Shadow Dancer, which I think is the key. We have a Blitzer Alchemist, we have a Night Sorrow Assassin, so that's... we can get rid of two things here. Grasp of Agony. We can do some more. Then we have Gloom Chaser, Darkfire Sacrifice. So I feel like we have all the pieces. We have 9 mana, so we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But then with the Darkfire Sacrifice, it'll be less. So I think what we will do... I feel like we should Blood Tier the Swamp Entangler, and then Night Sorrow Assassin the Swamp Entangler. So then we can do 3 damage all around. So we can't move our Shadow Dancer, that's fine. Can move our general though. Let's see, summon everything behind. Okay, they changed it. I don't know when they changed it, but they changed it. It used to be a random by spot. But since we're facing to the right, if we play Gloom Chaser, it'll summon one over here. So I believe that's the solution. So I'm going to restart to see if this is the solution. So what we'll do is move the general over here. It's going to get provoked twice, but that's fine. We have this Gloom Chaser. It says summon everything behind this, and we're facing right, so it's going to summon everything to the left. So we'll play Gloom Chaser here. So it plays one here. And then what we'll do is we have a Bludgeon Alchemist which says deal 1 damage to another unit. I believe it doesn't matter where we play it. So I guess we'll play it here because we need this space open. You'll see in a second. So we'll play a Blood Tier Alchemist here, pinging this center. Alright, we have 5 mana left. Hopefully I'm doing this right. So we'll Grasp of Agony this Swamp Entangler. I guess we can Darkfire Sacrifice a Wraithling to start the ping. So I don't know how the triggers go, because there will be 9 damage I think. But yeah, let's put the Night Sorrow Assassin, destroying this, and it'll do 3 damage all around. So let's see how it damages. So it does 1 by 1. Oh. So it didn't do what I thought it would have done. Oops. Because I thought it would, since we had enough damage, I think we had enough damage. I thought it would have transferred over, but as you can see, it didn't. Oops. So what do we do here? So we need to do 5 damage and then 5 more damage. Well, that changes things. So yeah, the triggers apparently, if you do all the damage at once, it just goes onto the general even after it technically died. So yeah, that changes things. So what we'll do, we can destroy a nearby damaged minion. So I feel like we have to... oh, I think I get it. So what we'll do is we'll play Gloom Chaser. Actually, I'll move it here. We'll play Gloom Chaser here. And then we will play a Gloom Chaser here. Like so. Yeah, I think this is right. So what we'll do is we will play Grasp of Agony instead on the Swamp Entangler. Maybe, because I feel like we need 2 Grasps of Agony. Because I was gonna do 5 damage to my own units, and then we'll get rid of the Swamp Entangler. But I don't think that's gonna work. We can find out, right? We'll just do a Blood Tier here. Yes, we can do it to that. So we do Grasp of Agony. Cause it will do 5 damage. But then, even if there was some way for me to get the Swamp Entangler with the Knight's Arrow Assassin, I still can't do 5 damage. I can do 1 damage. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I can even do 1 damage by attacking the Ironcliff Guardian. It's so weird. Oh, triggers. So what can I do? What can I do? And there's only so much space that you can move. So we do, because I need to look at this. So is there a way to, because I don't think we can get, because the Grasp of Agony is a Dying Wish to minions, so we can't really put it on the general to affect the Grandmaster Zur. So maybe if we do it to the cannon, maybe that will work, but how would we... Oh, yeah, I guess we can get to it. So maybe if we do like this, I'll do it like this. Then there's a way to the cannon. So we do that. And that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Because I think, let's see, we will ping, oh no, actually we'll ping this, actually. We'll ping the Sword of Mechazor. I think this is fine. And we will Grasp of Agony the sword. Then we will Darkfire Sacrifice. I'm not sure if this works, but I'm gonna try it. Then we'll Knight's Arrow Assassin this. See how that works. I'll do 3 damage there. Okay, so that's better a little bit. Can we do 1 more? Can we do 1 more? Because maybe if I pinged the Zur with the Alchemist, or maybe if, how would I? So then if I can't Knight's Arrow, because then the sword will be not damaged. Interesting. Very interesting. I almost had it though. Just not quite sure how to get that 1 extra. I move that, because I think this beginning part is right with 2 Gloom Chasers. Maybe we Darkfire Sacrifice now? So that's at 4. Then we can Blood Tier that. And then Knight's Sorrow. Maybe that would... No, actually, no. We'll Grasp first. Then we'll Knight's Sorrow. See if that changes anything. No. No, that didn't. I got to tinker around with this, yeah, because I feel like I'm close. Or it could be a case of I'm actually not that close at all. Let's see. So we need a way to deal damage to the Zur as well. Then I can't, like I said, I can't Night Sorrow if they're not damaged. Unless if there's a way to get to the Zur before this dies. So maybe... Because this only deals 3 damage to allies, so if I do it to here, it's not going to damage these things. Oh, I think. Oh, but I need to position. I need to position a way for the Night Sorrow Assassin to be here. Let's see, we will do this. Well, unless if the minion if the minion type changes to a general. So I'm gonna try it. Let's do Grasp of Agony on this. Actually, I did it wrong. Oops. So let's restart. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna try and see. So I'm gonna do this and then Darkfire Sacrifice. Let's see if it does, and then we'll see if the Grandmaster Zur changes to a general type instead of a minion. I'll do 1 damage. So this changes, yeah, it changes to a general, so. Okay, but when the general dies, I saw it dealt 1 damage, so there's that. So I think I got this. It's just like, it's just one of the things that I'm still not 100% certain of how it works, and like, in talking about like the mechanics of the game, about triggers and all that stuff, but it seemed to work, I think, because last time we tried to get the Swamp Entangler to do the Grasp of Agony and to do all this damage at the same time, and it just all unloaded onto this general even after it died. So I think if we get this to 0 before the Shadow Dancer stuff activates, then this will trigger the change, thus making the Shadow Dancer target the Zur, I think. And also I was going about the wrong way. I went up and I was also trying to go down, and it might work that way. So let's move our general to the left. We can also move it up here, it really doesn't matter. And we'll play a Gloom Chaser on this space. Then we'll play a Gloom Chaser on this space. So we're going to try and creep from the bottom up. So what we'll do is we have 5 mana left. We will do a Darkfire Sacrifice on... It doesn't matter, except not on this Wraithling. So we'll just do it on this Gloom Chaser we played at the beginning. So we'll do that. It'll do 1 damage to the general. We will play a Blood Tier Alchemist here, pinging this Windblade Adept. So that's damaged. So then what we're going to do is Grasp of Agony that. And I think it will work this way before all these before the You see, I'm confused about this. In theory, I think this will work, so let's try it. So we'll Night Arrow Assassin this to die. So then that... See, I'm not sure how that triggers work, but then... Because it seemed to work. Obviously, we solved the solution, but when we tried it the other way of targeting the Swamp Entangler, it just... all the damage went to the general, so... There has to be a step. So I think what happened is the Shadow Dancer trigger still went off after the death, obviously. So then that made the general See, I don't know. So I mean, we'll go over this again. So, and we can try and discuss it. I mean, if you're here with a solution, then I already solved it. So there's that. But I kind of want to go into why it works. So Darkfire Sacrifice. So this deals 1 damage to the enemy general. So that general's at 4. We'll Blood Tear Alchemist this Windblade. Grasp of Agony. So I'm thinking, since if we do Night Arrow Assassin and kill this Windblade, this will die, triggering the Shadow Dancer's Death Watch ability. So then this resolves, dealing 1 damage to the general. So then the enemy general will be at 3. And then, since this has the Curse of Agony, it has the deal 3 damage to all nearby friendly minions in general. So then that triggers, right? So then it deals 3 damage to the enemy general, which was already at 3, which makes it down to 0. And since it's at 0, it transfers the general to Grandmaster Zur, right? And then it deals 3 damage all around. At the same time it deals damage to this, but then since I think the transfer triggers happen before these... Alright, so I'm confused. So this is at 3 because we will Night Arrow Assassin this and this dies, and we went over that this triggers, and then it'll be at 3. So then this triggers the Curse of Agony, which deals 3 damage all around. So because of that, this will be at 0, everything else here will be at 0. And then because of that, this 0 before the Death Watch triggers, before the Shadow Dancer Death Watch triggers, the Grandmaster Zur stuff triggers. So I'm trying to get the order of the stack right in like Magic the Gathering terms. So this dies, deals 3 damage to everything here, and then everything here dies. The Death Watch trigger is on the stack, and then the Grandmaster Zur's trigger is on the stack, so then this resolves first. That has to be the way it resolves, right? Otherwise, why wouldn't the Death Watch trigger just go all to the general, just like when we did the Swamp Entangler? So yeah, I kinda wanna see this. So we see, so it looks like the minions disappear once the Death Watch trigger happens, otherwise they will still stay there. So we see the Grandmaster Zur trigger before the Death Watch does, more or less. So that's really technical. I mean, that's the solution to this week's weekly challenge. Hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, thank you for watching and have a nice day.